Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG 2024 Info Guide series. We'll be looking at Pondicherry today. Pondicherry has published the notification and the prospectus 2 days back. The registration has started and it is still the 21st of September. In this video, we'll be looking at the eligibility for Pondicherry counseling, the application requirements, the certificates required, round-wise rules, the joining, exit, upgradation rules, the choice filling and allotment rules. That we will do as a separate session for subscribers exclusively. In this, we will be looking at who is eligible, the application requirements and the certificates and documents required and the security deposit fee and other details. This is a little complex, but the seats of Pondicherry, they are split into different parts. Only 4 institutes are there in Pondicherry. Indira Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences, which is a government institute, and then you have Pondicherry Institute of Medical Sciences, Sri Venkateshwara and Sri Manakula Vinayaka. All these 3 are private institutes. The deemed universities of Pondicherry like Mahatma Gandhi, etc., all of those come under the All India Counselling. They don't come under the Pondicherry State Counselling. So if you're looking at the deemed universities, you have to look at All India Counselling. If you're looking at the state quota seats of government or the private institute seats, all the seats which are under the government medical colleges of Pondicherry, 50% and 50% of seats in private institutes, all of the they come under the government quota. So within the 3 private institutes, 50% comes under the government quota of Pondicherry. There is a specific residence criteria. Pondicherry residents alone are eligible for this set of seats. The remaining 50% from the private medical colleges, we mentioned 3 private medical colleges. Of that, 50% in Manakula Vinayaka alone comes under the management quota. It is on an all India basis. Everybody is eligible for this 50% of seats right from round 1. Any candidate, irrespective of whether you are a Pondicherry domicile or not. This government quota is only for Pondicherry residents. Management quota in Manakula Vinayaka, everybody is eligible. There is this minority quota. There are 2 institutes which are minority institutes. Pondicherry Institute of Medical Sciences is a Christian minority institute and Sri Venkateshwara is a Telugu minority institute. Those seats are available primarily for Pondicherry residents who are Christian minority and Telugu minority, not from any state, but you have to be from a Pondicherry. You should be a resident of Pondicherry, you have a resident certificate and your religion is Christian minority, then you are eligible for PIMS. If your mother tongue is Telugu, you are eligible for Venkateshwara. This is the rest 50% of seats after giving it to government quota, which is also for Pondicherry residents. So there is a small clause that you need to understand where these seats are available only for Pondicherry residents in round 1 and round 2. And in round 3, after all Pondicherry residents are allotted, the rest of the candidates, it is converted to management quota, which is on an all India basis. So basically, after everyone is allotted in round 1 and round 2, Pondicherry resident minority candidates, if there are seats left, that go to round 3. Even in round 3, all Pondicherry resident minority candidates will be allotted. After that, in round 3, the other candidates will be allotted. We will look at that process later. So if you are looking at management quota seats, if Pondicherry is an open state, I am looking at management quota seats, what will be available right from round 1? This will be available. Everybody is under the same priority for this set of seats, 50%. The rest will be available only from round 3. Round 1, you won't be able to fill choices. Round 3, you will be able to fill choices and get it after all are allotted. NEET PG percentile qualification, OBC, MBC, EBC, BCM, BT, backward tribes and scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, 40% is the criteria. This is irrespective of what your category scorecard says, AAQ 50% says, etc. If you are OBC, MBC, these fall under these categories in Pondicherry, you will be, if you are above 40%, you are eligible for Pondicherry counseling. General PWD, it is 45% and general is 50%. Note a specific thing here. Let us say you are from another state and you belong to OBC or SC or ST category. You are from another state and you are between 40 to 50%. You don't fall under these. These are Pondicherry residents category. But if you are in these categories, then Pondicherry allows you for these management quota seats, either in round 1 for this or in round 3 when these are converted, Pondicherry allows you. So if you are between 40 to 50% from another state and belong to these, upload your certificates, no reservation in these seats, but your eligibility is there. This is not there in Karnataka and certain other states, but Pondicherry allows that. For example, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, you can't apply if you are between 40 to 50% from another state, but Pondicherry allows. Eligibility for the seats, this is the first set of seats. To be a resident of Pondicherry, what advantage do Pondicherry residents have? they are eligible for government quota. The 50% government seats and 50% private institute seats. There is no fee difference, but they are eligible for exclusively for them. You should be a Pondicherry resident. Who is a Pondicherry resident? Anyone who falls under any one of these 6 criteria is a Pondicherry resident. One, father or mother or guardian, in case parents are not alive, they should have been a resident of Pondicherry for at least 5 years continuously. That is criteria number 1. Criteria number 2, you have passed SSLC or HSC and studied at least 5 years continuously in Pondicherry immediately preceding the qualifying examination, basically the 12th, and has been a resident of Pondicherry during the period of 5 years. You can't stay in a hostel and claim that I have been there for 5 years in a hostel, but you should have been a resident of Pondicherry during the last 5 years when you completed this. The third, children or native of Pondicherry, children of natives of Pondicherry, your parents are natives of Pondicherry, that should be certified by the heads of the office. Nativity certificates should be produced. These, they are eligible for the Pondicherry residence under Pondicherry residence criteria. Category 4, children of central or state government PSUs, defense personnel, paramilitary forces who are serving in Pondicherry. These set of candidates might have been serving in other places, but here they should be serving in Pondicherry. They might be from any location, any state, but they are working in central state government, PSUs, defense personnel, etc., who are serving in Pondicherry for at least 3 years. Plus, the candidate should have studied higher secondary course for 2 years in any school in Pondicherry and passed HSC from Pondicherry. So, in this scenario, if both are satisfied, then you are eligible for resident status. Finally, children of defense personnel killed in action or disabled in action, or children of central or state government PSUs or paramilitary forces who died in service in the Union Territory of Pondicherry. They are serving in Pondicherry and they were either killed in action or disabled or in government when they were working in government when they died in service. In such cases, they are eligible for residence status in Pondicherry. They can get a residence certificate. And category 6, French nationals. If you are a French national you're covered by the Treaty of Cession, then with that certificate of registration you are eligible, but you are eligible only for government quota seats and not for private institute seats of Pondicherry. Now, ineligibility, who is ineligible? This is based on the PG degree, whether you have completed already your PG degree already or not, that criteria. Candidates who joined and resigned in a PG degree in Pondicherry Counselling, they are debarred for 2 years, so they are not eligible if they have joined and resigned in the last 2 years. Candidate was allotted in the final phase of Pondicherry Counselling and did not join, they have been debarred. So last year if they were allotted and they did not join, then they are debarred. Candidates who have completed a PG degree or diploma course or completing a PG degree or diploma course in 2024-25. So this is basically PG degree or diploma course. This diploma course, if you are completing in 2024-25, you are not eligible. If you have already completed a PG degree course, any point in time, you are not eligible. In case you have completed a diploma course already previous year and you are looking for a degree course, then you are eligible. That is a different criteria. If you are completing it this year, then you are not eligible. Candidates undergoing a PG degree or diploma course, you are now pursuing a PG degree or diploma course, you are not eligible for application. So that is the ineligibility criteria. Eligibility for seats, we will look at this again from a private institute's perspective, because the rest 50% comes under management quota, and among that there is a minority quota as well. There are 3 institutes like we know. One is Manakula Vinayaga. Again, if you are looking at the open seats, then this is relevant. If you are a Pondicherry resident who belongs to the minority quota, then this is relevant. 50% of seats of Manakula Vinayaga. I am looking at open seats, management seats. In Pondicherry, when you look at ZyNerd or in their allotments, AGE is All India General. This means any candidate across India is eligible for these seats. So, first Manakula Vinayagar, we will take up the first institute. All seats are AGE right from round 1, which means any candidate across India is eligible from round 1 onwards. If you are a candidate from any state looking for open seats, will I be eligible in Pondicherry from right from round 1? Yes, you are eligible right from round 1 for this set of seats. Yes, directly eligible. So no confusion there. Second, you have 2 sets of seats. Christian minority seats in Pondicherry. PIMS. 50% of seats went into the government quota. The rest are available for minority candidates. Pondicherry residents who are Christian minority candidates. This is still round 2, first round, second round. So you apply for Manakula Vinayaga. Let us say you are an open candidate from another state. You apply for Manakula Vinayaga from round 1. You can't apply for this minority seats. They are still minority seats in round 2 and round 1 and round 2. So PIMS you cannot apply in round 1 and round 2. And when we go to round 3, again PIMS will be what? Minority quota only. When they start the round 3, it will say minority quota, these many seats are there. All Pondicherry Christian minority residents in round 3 will apply for those. You can also fill choices in round 3. They will give you that option only in round 3. When you fill choices, after all of them are allotted till the last rank, round 3 this year makes a difference. Last year this was round 2. From round 2 you could fill. This year round 3 makes a difference because cutoff would have reduced and there will be so many candidates from Pondicherry who are actually going to be eligible and also apply for this minority quota seats if they are Christian minority. After all of them are allotted, let us say till 2 lakh, every Christian minority Pondicherry resident is allotted. Then in round 3, if still seats are vacant, the round 3 process is not yet over. States are vacant, then they will be converted to what seats? Management quota seats, they will be under AGE. Till then they will be under the minority quota. Before the round 3 results, once again another cycle will happen after this conversion and your choices will be processed if you are a non-Pondicherry or not a minority category or a non-Pondicherry open seat candidate, as in you are looking for open seats. So in round 3 only this conversion happens. Compared to last year, the competition might be slightly bigger because there might be a reduction in cutoff in before round 3 and additional eligibility under this category might come up. Similarly, Telugu minority, exactly the same process. Telugu minority seats available in round 1 and round 2 only for Pondicherry Telugu minority candidates. In round 3, everybody will be able to fill choices, but again after all the Telugu minority candidates of Pondicherry are allotted, the rest are allotted. Now note that who will get these seats only in round 3? Those candidates who belong to other states looking for open seats, they will be getting this only in round 3. Pondicherry residents too, who are not belonging to this minority seats, they will also be getting these seats only in round 3. So that is as far as the eligibility is concerned. For management quota, even for management quota you have the same ineligibility clause. The reservation, this is the reservation in Pondicherry. We'll quickly run through that. This is the reservation. EWS reservation would have been mentioned, but while applying you won't have the EWS clause. In PG till last year at least, Pondicherry did not have any EWS seats because the only place where the reservation can be is in Indira Gandhi, and that will be after some increase is accommodated against EWS reservation. There's been minimal increase, so there is no PG EWS seats as of now. Even during selection of registration, there is no PG EWS as of now. Horizontal reservation, this is special reservation which is available in Pondicherry. If you are from Pondicherry, you are a president of Pondicherry and you are a child or a grandchild of freedom fighters, ex-servicemen, bots of ex-servicemen, meritorious sports person. The criteria is given in the prospectus itself, and persons with disabilities, you have a reservation. If you are belong to PWD category, first you have to get a certificate within the last 3 months. If already you did not get or you got it prior to 3 months, get a certificate, new certificate, and then there will be a second examination by the medical board, and that is by the Department of Health and Family Welfare. They will do a specific evaluation and then you will be eligible for PWD. You wait for notifications for that. Minority quota, we already went through that. Only in round 3 other state candidates are allowed. NRI quota seats do not exist in Pondicherry. In MDMS there is no NRI quota in Pondicherry. So unlike the other states, southern states, there is no NRI quota in Pondicherry. How do you register? Go to centacpuducherry.in. We will also upload the demo today on how to go ahead with the entire process of registration. You can have a look at it too. Register in the portal. Simple registration process with your email ID, mobile number, name, etc. Don't miss out your email ID and mobile number. Log in after registration. Fill application form online. Upload your scanned documents and submit it. How do you upload your scanned documents and submit it? Either in JPG, the thumb impression signature can be in JPG, or in PDF. The size is given against these documents. Passport size photograph, etc. The size is very clearly given. You can upload them. Pay the application fee and printout of the application form and the original certificates. Payment can be made through your regular payment gateway like credit card, debit card. We looked at the certificates that are required for Pondicherry. This is a very simple process of counseling. They don't complicate things as far as the uploads and everything is concerned. So you need your NEET PG scorecard. This is the August 30th scorecard. Today, let us say you don't have it, you can get it from NBE. We have put up a video in the resources section of ZyNerd on how to get it from NBE through the communications portal, raise an issue. Or if you don't have it, don't worry about it. September 10th scorecard is fine, but always use details from your August 30th scorecard, that is better. Date of birth proof, high school certificate or higher secondary school certificate or birth certificate is required. MBBS degree certificate or professional pass certificate or course completion certificate. Residence certificate, we looked at different criteria. For each of the criteria, one or more residence certificate formats are available. You can check on, it will also tell you where you can get this. These are available under the resources section in ZyNerd. Those specific information that is given in the bulletin. So wherever you want to look at the certificates and documents, go to the resource. If you're a subscriber, you can go to resources section under pointers for counseling management. You will have a section called certificates and documents. There under Pondicherry, you will be able to get this information. You just browse through resources. We also have done a video on where it is available. Freedom fighter certificates, community certificate if it is applicable, and PWD certificate and sports certificates if it is applicable. Now we come to an important part in Pondicherry, which is the affidavit as per Annexure A. Pondicherry clearly defines that you should not have, if you are claiming a resident, as claiming that you are a resident of Pondicherry and you want to be eligible for government quota or the minority seats, etc., you should not have claimed residence anywhere else across. So let us say you have claimed residence in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala, then you might not be eligible for Pondicherry government quota. So you have to take a decision, because you will be submitting an affidavit in a stamp paper. This year it is a stamp paper, 20 rupees. You have to print that affidavit in the stamp paper. You'll show that affidavit too and get it notarized from, and then scan it and upload it. So all these documents, self-attested copy, you have to attest after printing it out or getting a copy, and say self-attested, sign it, and then upload a copy while you are applying all these documents. Similarly, you also have, if you are a Telugu minority or a Christian minority candidate, either your transfer certificate should mention the mother tongue or religion, or you need to get a certificate from the school last studied. If you are a Pondicherry resident Christian minority, a community certificate may also be applicable, but just check. Any one of these would be sufficient. Printout of the application form, always take it, and the allotment letter, always take it. That is required when? At the time of joining. All these 1 to 11, if this is applicable, or as applicable, the rest for everyone. All these are required to be uploaded after self-attestation. Self-attestation, don't forget, after self-attestation during the application form filling. We have been having this issue, right? The transfer certificate. What is the transfer certificate? I will not be getting the transfer certificate. This is not required for upload. Even for joining, that is fine. As of now, this is not required for upload. Don't worry about this. This is mentioned in the prospectus, but that is not required. Second, there is no information. Okay, so basically, and one more thing that you need to remember is, some of these this certificate, Annexure 1A, it is available, but you have to upload it after getting it in a stamp paper. It says in stamp paper, but anything is fine. You can get it in a normal stamp paper from your location is fine, and attested by the notary. From your place of residence in Puducherry is fine. You need to attest from Puducherry from a notary and then upload it, scan it and then upload it after getting it printed and notarized. Now the format of certificates for residence based on 5 years, and then residence based on schooling, etc. You have certificates. This is for residence based on 5 years, and this is for residence based on 5 years, this certificate. These two together, if you have studied for 5 years, and this if your parent is part of the central or paramilitary force for 3 years, and then you having completed 2 years in higher secondary, in this together form one criteria. And 4 and 5, this is for defense personnel killed in action and under that criteria, and this is for those who are Pondicherry government employees who have been passed away during duty, who have died during service. This These are the caste, community and other certificates which are actually required. This is a sample. You will get to know. This is the base. You can get the freedom fighter certificate from the freedom fighter cell. Sainik welfare cell will give you the ex-serviceman certificate, etc. And this is the affidavit which has to be printed in 20 rupees stamp paper. The format is also available. It will also be available under the resources section in ZyNerd. Now, other formats. What are the other formats mentioned? EWS certificate not applicable to our knowledge because there is no place to give information that you are EWS. So this is, and no seats were available till now. PWD certificate, it will directly be given to you from the Directorate of Health and Family Welfare. The format is also available. Religious minority from school. This is in case you don't have a TC or in case you don't have a TC or community, then you will have to get these certificates respectively. Stray round undertaking is also given. Before the stray round, you have to give an undertaking that if you leave the seat, you will be debarred from counselling for the next year. In fact, it says exam for the next year. I don't know how they will implement, but it's debarred for the next year and all your tuition fee will be forfeited. There are strong clauses in Pondicherry on forfeiture for stray round. We will have a separate session on that. That is also applicable. Now we look at the fee for Pondicherry, the total amount that you might need to spend if you are planning for Pondicherry. First, application fee for government alone it is 3,000, for management alone, management included it is 5,000. In case you are looking at private institute seats, that is 5,000, 1,500 or 2,500 respectively for SC, ST or PWD candidates. You can pay it through credit payment gateway, credit card, debit card, net banking or UPI. There is no registration fee for participating in round 1. Wherever we say registration fee here, this is called an application fee, which is slightly different term used in other counsellings. Registration fee in Pondicherry means a security deposit. So wherever you come across this in Pondicherry, whenever they say the registration fee will be forfeited, not the usual registration fee, that means security deposit. In first round of Pondicherry, there is no security deposit. If you are an other state candidate, even if you are applying for Manakula Vinayaga, you won't have to pay a security deposit in the first round. But before the second round, you will pay a security deposit. If it is management quota, it is 2 lakhs and government quota, you are looking at, then it is 25,000, 50% for SC, ST or PWD candidates for government quota. In round 3, you are going to participate in round 3, whatever you have, whether even in case you have not paid here or whatever you have paid. In round 3, even if government quota candidates have paid 25,000, again they will have to pay the additional amount to make it 1 lakh. Total 1 lakh has to be paid as security deposit in round 3. Management quota, it is again the 2 lakhs. For SC, ST, PWD candidates, instead of 1 lakh, it is 25,000 rupees. So in round 3, this is the security deposit that needs to be paid. For participating in stray, you don't get a seat. When can you participate in stray? We are not allotted in Pondicherry round 3. Whether you joined or not, if you are allotted in Pondicherry round 3, you are out of stray. You are not allotted. You go to round 4 of Pondicherry, which is a stray round. Or you don't hold a seat anywhere across India, all India round 3 or state round 3s. In such scenario only, you will be participating in Pondicherry stray. If you are participating, before even you participate, your entire tuition fee needs to be paid to CENTAC. The form and how it is to be paid will be shared at a later point in time. But the entire tuition fee will need to be paid. Like you are participating for Manakula Vinayaga seats, 23.9 lakhs is the fee structure. Everything has to be paid even before you are allotted. Only then you will be eligible for stray round. And for SC, ST candidates for government quota alone, 25% of the tuition fee needs to be paid. This fee, if you don't join the stray round seat, entire tuition fee will be forfeited. So let us say you pay 23 lakhs, go say that I am joining Manakula Vinayaga and then don't end up joining, your 23 lakhs will be paid. When will it be refunded? It will not be refunded ideally because the seats would lapse. But in case there is a further round, special stray, luckily somebody takes that seat. Then after 6 months, after a deduction of 1 lakh for government quota, and in the case of let us say management quota, 2 lakhs will be deducted, and from that 23.9, 2 lakhs will be deducted and 21.9 will be refunded provided somebody joins that seat in a later round. As of now, stray round is the last round, so don't take that risk or make right choices at that moment. Same is for government quota as well. The government quota fee is 1,10,000, so that needs to be paid before the stray round. This is for Indira Gandhi Institute. Tuition fee for private colleges, we'll have a look at the tuition fee for the private government institutes is 1.1 lakh, and for private medical colleges, non-clinicals and clinicals, this is the tuition fee under government quota. This is only for Pondicherry residents, not for open category candidates. Tuition fee for private medical colleges under management and minority quota. This is for what? Management and minority quota. Open seats come here. If you're from another state, this is what is the tuition fee. Clinicals 23.9 lakhs and non-clinicals 13.05 lakhs. Non-clinical fee is usually non-clinical fee is usually reduced at the later rounds. When those seats are not taken, they reduce it. Now, what is the process? After you are allotted in round 1, let us say you get your allotment. You download the allotment letter, pay the fee to CENTAC. You will pay the fee to CENTAC and then go to the institute and then join. PIMS may not have a hidden fee, but the other institutes we are not entirely sure. There might be a fee. Just check with the institute or possibly connect with the institute or some of the residents, and there might be a slight additional fee. You might get a hint in ZyNerd too. So that is pretty much what we have. The non-clinical fee basically might come down at a later round. So in case to come down to even equivalent to government fee structures, because if there are no takers in some of the institutes, so you can wait for that. A bond, Indira Gandhi usually used to have a 3-year bond, but none of it is implemented. So we have mentioned no bond in the prospectus. Even if they ask you to actually sign a bond, it does not mean there is a bond. You can check with the residents. No bond is what they are mentioning. Nobody has come out and served a bond is what they have been mentioning. We will anyways confirm that before round 1, like we update every year. We've got the confirmation, but we'll update that if there are any changes. Stipend has not changed for quite some time now. 43, 45, 47 is the stipend, when possibly one of the lowest stipends across the country. So that is how it works as far as Pondicherry is concerned. We have run the demo. Just take the demo. One very critical input for Pondicherry: till last year, round 2s of Pondicherry, especially with PIMS, which is a pretty good institute, and with the others too, Sri Manakula Vinayaka and Venkateshwara, here candidates were able to get good open seats at a fee structure 22 lakhs or 23.9 lakhs now, compared to many other states at far higher ranks, basically lower ranks to look at it the other way. They were able to get good seats. This year, because these two institutes, PIMS and Venkateshwara, minority seats are only available in round 1. There might be a slight change. So if you are looking at ZyNerd numbers, just know that change and know that if you are specifically looking at these two institutes, it is going to be round 3 if you are not a Pondicherry resident or a Pondicherry resident. If specifically mentioning Pondicherry resident, minority category candidate, if you are not that, then this might move on to round 3, which means there will be additional competition possibility if cutoff reduction happens. And second thing is, Pondicherry allows only registration during round 1. Round 2, there is no fresh registration usually in Pondicherry unless cutoff reduction happens here. Last year cutoff reduction happened after round 2, so no fresh registration. Round 3, or this year it is called round 3. If cutoff reduction happens, then they will allow fresh registration. Otherwise, they will go with round 1. Cutoff reduction usually happens, but if you are looking at any seat, minor chance, register during round 1 is what we would suggest. So if you have any queries, please in the Telegram group, if in the subscriber Telegram group, you can put up your queries. We have not been able to manage the state Telegram groups. It is mostly self-moderated and it is running on its own. On the subscriber Telegram group, please put up your queries. If you have challenges in reaching out to us, we have been receiving calls continuously. We have been responding back to emails. If you have still challenges, please call us. Should just be a technical issue. We are responding to all calls. There are so many calls we take on a daily basis and respond to. Similarly, mails too. Please do reach out to us. Don't assume that we are not taking calls, etc. We are doing that. We are completely serving all our subscribers to the extent we can. We are trying out. So please go ahead with that. We'll also be running sessions continuously till the end of the counseling. So from now on, the round-wise sessions will be exclusive to subscribers too. Thanks a lot for watching.